Okay, lawn fans, you ready? So I believe I am recovered from the scalp. Here's what we got going on in the lawn this morning. She's looking good. We got rain coming in, as you can see from the skies, and man, this humidity is crazy. I had to keep wiping this lens off on my phone camera here so I could do this video. But here's the side piece. Still some areas recovering up there that don't get a whole lot of sun from leveling. But this was, if you've been watching my videos, this was so dried out. I got behind on it early summer, but there was a lot of rain and me also doing additional irrigation on it. I got it looking pretty good there. 4 years ago, this always stayed crispy about this time of year. And then I learned about some products like Hydrotain to keep it looking good and keeping it hydrated. Then up through the lawn. So what have I done? I threw some, because all this humidity, I threw some fungicide out as a preventative measure. Let's see, I did a light fertilization of it. I backlapped the reel mower, which if you have rotary, that means I sharpened the blade. And I lifted it up half a notch. And so she is looking pretty good right now, and it'll just get better now that blade's lifted up. This is only like the second cutting of my lawn since I lifted it up. So 2 in, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I want to show you my buddy's yard. So I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of his lawn, and we did a leveling project on it way back, mid-spring maybe. Now he has got a guy that does his lawn care. And if you're in Northwest Georgia, Floyd County, Chattooga County, maybe Bartow, I encourage you to look this guy up here, Kempro. He's a good guy, nice guy, really nice guy. And he does probably, I don't know, my neighborhood, I've got 100 and something houses, maybe more than that. And he does maybe a third of those. But anyways, look at this lawn. Now he came in around the 4th and he put a cocktail on this lawn. I noticed that there was a little fungus coming out on it. So he sprayed that, he put some iron on it. Back here in this corner, my buddy's been having a problem with shade, and I keep telling him he needs to get this canopy up right here so this grass will grow in better. But this is a whole lot better since that guy put the cocktail on it. And I'm imagining it had some heavy nitrogen to help push this grass back in that area. So it has filled in a lot just in the last couple of weeks. But as soon as my buddy gets this canopy up some, and then he gets the sun coming in from up there, this is all gonna fill in a lot better. But if y'all saw this yard probably, I can't remember how many years that we've been neighbors, but let's say 8 years ago, 6 to 8 years ago, this yard is tremendously improved, and it needs a cutting today. And I'm going to help him out, and I'm going to cut his lawn today. So if it looks a little shaggy, that's just because I need to cut it for him. So here's a view of mine from this side. Let's give you a comparison. This is a heavily traveled area that I come down every time doing my first pass on the yard. So if it looks like it's trampled down a little bit in this video or doesn't look really good, that's why. But I want to show you, he's got really good green on this side right here, and that's from nitrogen, giving him a quick burst. He's cutting this every day. I'm going to cut it every other day for him for the next week or so, but I've got a little bit of a lime green going on right now when I take a look at his to mine. But this is where I did the Verticut and a Scalp. I did not do it over here. And man, that is a totally different green over there now that I'm looking at it. So main lawn, Scalp, Verticut over here. I just cut it low. I didn't scalp it because I kind of wanted to see it. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, man. But eventually I'll run into the same problem over here. It's going to get too thick, and I will need to do something to thin it out some. But I just wanted a little project to do a comparison for myself on. But there you go, lawn fans. So I'll be keeping up with irrigation, keeping on top of the fungicides because of this humidity. It is crazy out here. I got out here probably 10 this morning. No, I came out with my coffee at 9 o'clock, and I was already dripping sweat without doing anything. And this is in Georgia. But so stay on top of those fungicides, preventative measures, and this humidity we're in right now. And then this next week, we're supposed to be in the upper 90s, bordering 100. So I will end up bumping up my irrigation. And so I'll probably go up to between 1.5 inches to 2 inches because there's no rain in the forecast, just high heat. And so that will dry the ground out pretty quickly. And I'm not gonna get behind on that 8-ball like I talked about in the other video and have the ground start to dry out or my grass start to show signs of stress from the heat. So I'll be pulling the hoses out. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Bermuda Brian, out.